Secret weapon of the rich and famous. What do Michael Jordan, Dolly Parton, and Albert Einstein have in common? Hello, my name is Mi Va, certified hypnotherapist. In this video, I will share with you the secret weapon of the rich and famous, how it works, and how you can begin to use it for your own success and happiness. So, what do Michael Jordan, Dolly Parton, and Albert Einstein have in common? First, they were highly successful in their field. Second, they were reported to have used hypnosis to help them achieve their success. Michael Jordan, former superstar basketball player, was reported to have used hypnotherapy before each game to improve his mental stamina. Dolly Parton, country singer, songwriter, was reported to have used hypnotherapy to help her improve her songwriting ability, and she was excellent at songwriting. Albert Einstein, genius physicist, supposedly put himself in hypnosis in the afternoon. His theory of relativity came to him during one of these hypnotic trances. And there are many, many more famous and successful people who have used hypnosis, like professional athletes, business people, movie stars, inventors, politicians. The list goes on and on. After many years of seeing my clients' incredible results, which correlate with the research that I have done, I've come to the conclusion that hypnosis is the secret weapon of the rich and famous. Why do these people turn to hypnosis? The number one reason is because it works effectively and quickly with no negative side effects. The process is positive and comfortable. In my own personal development journey, I have achieved more changes in 1 year of using hypnotherapy than 10 years of doing it myself with books and seminars. Let me share a client testimonial. A client said, "The old fears and the old boogeyman trying to keep me down and hold me back no longer exist in my life. The progress I've made in my life and the successful business I'm building is amazing. I should have begun working with Mi Va years ago." So, what is hypnosis? Hypnosis is a natural state of awareness that we all have. It feels like being in between the state of awake and asleep. When in the hypnotic state, all your senses are more heightened and you are more focused. Hypnosis gives you access to change your subconscious patterns or subconscious programming. It's like having access to the HTML coding of a website to make changes to it. In the hypnotic state, people are more suggestible to positive changes. We all have been hypnotized many, many times before on a daily basis. If you ever daydream or fantasize, you've been hypnotized. If you ever watched a movie, you've been hypnotized. If you ever driven down a freeway and you got to your destination without remembering all the turns and exits, you've been hypnotized. As I mentioned, hypnosis is like the state between awake and asleep. At night, you go from awake to hypnosis to sleep. In the morning, you go from sleep to hypnosis to awake. As long as we're alive, we will be hypnotized on a daily basis, just as we will fall asleep and wake up on a daily basis. Hypnosis is a natural state of awareness that every single human being has and is capable of accessing. How do you feel when you're in hypnosis? Hypnosis is a wonderful, positive state to be in. You feel relaxed and comfortable, like being in a meditative state. You are in control and aware the entire time. You can talk, you can get up, you can wake yourself out of hypnosis when you want to. It is very relaxing and it feels good. Being in hypnosis for 15 minutes can feel like you have had 2 to 4 hours of restful sleep. Did you ever wonder how movie stars can do all the things that they do? They use hypnosis to help recharge their body and mind. Hypnosis can help your body to heal and your mind to become clearer and calmer. Despite the effectiveness and positive benefits of hypnosis, there are some misconceptions about hypnosis due to how it has been portrayed in the media and to people's perception from the hypnosis comedy stage show. I want to set the record straight here. First, hypnosis is not brainwash. Hypnotherapy aligns your conscious desires with your subconscious motivations. Hypnotherapy helps you to achieve what you want. Second, hypnosis is not mind control. You are in control of your mind and you have free will. Your mind will reject what you don't want. People often ask me, "Are you going to make me give you my wallet?" No, I'm not going to, and I cannot. If I could, I would be a billionaire by now, and so would every hypnotherapist in the world. That is not the case. The hypnotherapist cannot make you do anything against your will. Third, hypnosis is not a loss of control or a loss of consciousness. You are in control and aware the entire time that you are in hypnosis. You can talk, you can get up, you can stop the session anytime. You do not lose control or consciousness when you're under hypnosis. Using hypnotherapy helps people to have more control over their lives. We'll learn what hypnosis is and is not. The biggest question in your mind at this time is probably, is hypnosis safe? Good question. Yes, hypnosis is safe. It has been used by countless people around the world throughout the ages. It's also highly effective in changing subconscious patterns or subconscious programming. That's why rich and famous people like Princess Kate Middleton, Matt Damon, Kevin Costner, and many others have reported in the news to have used hypnosis. What is hypnotherapy? Hypnotherapy is defined in the Merriam-Webster dictionary as the use of hypnosis to help people with emotional and psychological problems. Now that you have a better understanding of what hypnosis is, let me draw you a picture to explain how it works. Let's imagine that this circle here represents the human mind. When we are born, our mind is a clean slate. We have yet developed a learned knowledge. We are born with a primitive mind, our basic survival instincts. And the primitive mind is where we have a fight and flight response. In today's society, the fight response is how we handle the stress and overload of everyday living. The flight response is when we feel like needing to withdraw or escape. The very first two things we learn when we're born are two fears. Can you guess what those two fears are? It is the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. If you put a baby next to a lion, the baby does not know that she is in danger. The danger of lying is a learned knowledge. However, if you drop the baby or you make loud noises, the baby will cry. From there, we began to develop our programming. And we learn through all our senses. Everything that you and I know today, we learn them. We learn from the people that we spend the most time with, like our parents, siblings, relatives, teachers, friends. And from the time you are born until you're 8 years old, your mind is very suggestible. And we take in everything as absolute truth. We don't ask questions, even if the information is false. Because as children, we have no fact-checking resources. And during this time, we begin to develop our programming, and we begin to make association to our experiences. So if we experience something that is positive and pleasurable, we associate that experience as positive experience. If we experience something that is negative or hurtful, we associate that to negative experience. And for example, growing up, we learned that we like ice creams and cakes, but we don't like spinach and broccoli. We like Santa Claus. We don't like the boogeyman. We also develop other programmings. For example, if you, as a child, if you had good experience with dogs, you associate dogs as positive experience and you may want one as a pet. On the other hand, if you were bitten by a dog, you associate dog as being negative and you would avoid dogs. And other programs that we develop are like money is evil, rich people are greedy, you don't deserve wealth. So if you were like someone who was raised in a loving, nurturing environment where you were told that you are beautiful and you're smart, you believe it, you feel good about yourself, and you will have good confidence. If you're raised in a family where you were told that you are stupid, you're not going to amount to anything, you believe that to be truth of who you are, you don't feel good about yourself, and you have low self-confidence. So in today's world, many of us were not raised with loving, nurturing parents. Many of us were raised with more of these programming like you're stupid, you're not going to amount to anything, money is evil, rich people are greedy, and you don't deserve wealth because because you're stupid or something like that. And we end up carrying these negative programming into our adult life and throughout our lives. These programming become a known programming or known association, and these are stored in the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is like the hard drive in a computer. It stores everything that we experience. It has all our memories. It has all our programming, the plus and the minus. It has all our emotions, our beliefs, and our fears. Because the primitive mind, fight and flight, is also a part of the subconscious mind. And then around the age of 8, we now develop this critical filtering system, and we're going to call this the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper is like a security guard at a gated community or a bouncer at a club. Its job is to protect everything that is in here. So if you have positive programming, they're protected. If you have negative programming, they're also protected. All throughout this time, our conscious mind continues to develop, and our conscious mind is where we do the thinking. It's where we do logical thinking, reasonable thinking, analyzing, decision making, and willpower. Willpower, the one that isn't there when we need it. You see, our mind is split into conscious, subconscious. Which one do you think has more power over your behavior? If you say the subconscious mind, you're right. How much of your behavior is driven by the subconscious mind? From 1 to 100%, can you guess? How much of your behavior from 1 to 100% is driven by the subconscious mind? It's not 50%, it's not 70%, it's not even 80%. It's actually 88%. That's right. Your subconscious mind actually drives 88% of your behavior, which means that 88% of the things that you do every day comes from the subconscious mind. And your conscious mind, the thinking, decision-making part of your mind, only has 12% of the power. So let's just say that if you're someone who was raised with negative programming and you have money is evil, rich people are greedy, and I don't deserve to be wealthy, you're gonna struggle with money as an adult. And as an adult, you don't want to struggle with the money anymore. You want to be wealthy. So you make a decision, I'm going to be wealthy. Your decision goes into your conscious mind. It gets stopped by the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper puts your decision on hold. It begins to look in here to see if it has any patterns that will accept you. It looks in here and it doesn't have anything that says it's okay for you to be wealthy. Instead, it finds the contradictory pattern, which says, money is evil, rich people are greedy, I don't deserve wealth. And because this contradicts with what you want, the gatekeeper rejects your decision. So no matter how many times you wish or you desire or decide to be wealthy, your decision will continue to be rejected and rejected. And this is where people get stuck. This is also where people, they give up. They say things like, oh, well, it just wasn't meant to be. Getting wealthy is so hard, or I just don't have what it takes to be wealthy. And they give up. But this is also a point where you have a choice. You can remain stuck, or you can make a breakthrough. And to make a breakthrough, we bring in the secret weapon of the rich and famous, which is hypnosis. We induce hypnosis, the natural state of awareness that you already have and you experience every day. When we induce hypnosis, the gatekeeper goes to sleep. We open the gate. We take your decision, I want to be wealthy, and we create, you're going to be wealthy. We change the negative or contradictory patterns. Money is evil to money is good. Rich people are greedy. Rich people are fine. I don't deserve to be wealthy. I deserve to be wealthy. If you have other programming that you wish to change, such as it's not safe to love and I don't deserve love, we change it to it is safe for you to be loved. You deserve to be loved, so that you can experience love and happiness in your life. We can also change habits, such as eating healthy and exercising regularly to help with weight management. We close the door, wake you out of hypnosis, and when we wake you out of hypnosis, your gatekeeper wakes up and goes back to protecting everything that's in here. So now your good pattern that we have changed, they are protected. And so now you make the decision, I want to be wealthy. The decision goes right through the gatekeeper, because the gatekeeper says, oh, come on in, because you already have it in here. And so once it goes through, it activates your wealth programming. And so now, before it was your 12% working against the 88%. Now with hypnosis, your 12% is working with and supported by the 88%. And what kind of effective rate do you have? That's right, 100%. So, and working with a professional certified hypnotherapist, we work as a team. You focus on the 12%, we focus on the 88%. So that together, you will have 100% effective rate. Doing it yourself, 12%. Working, using hypnosis and working with a hypnotherapist, 100%. Isn't that powerful or what? That's why I call hypnosis the secret weapon of the rich and famous. That's why I received more results from 1 year of using hypnotherapy than 10 years of doing it myself. This is how hypnosis works and why it is powerful. Now that you have a better understanding of how hypnosis works, let's discuss what hypnotherapy can help with. Hypnotherapy is very effective in helping people to overcome fears and anxiety, heal emotional pain like loss, grief, and breakup, get rid of limiting beliefs and negative thoughts and emotions like anger, shame, guilt, heal from childhood abuse and sexual abuse, heal past traumas like post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD, help with pain management and surgery recovery, help with weight loss, help people quit smoking, increase self-confidence, improve relationship, improve financial success, and so much more. For those who are on a more spiritual path, hypnotherapy can help connect you to your inner wisdom or your soul, heal past life and karmic issues, increase intuition, open your mind to bring forth innovative ideas and inventions like how Albert Einstein and Thomas Edison did. Help you find your life purpose. As we've discussed, hypnosis has been used by the rich and famous throughout the ages. In the past, it was not available to everyone. Now it is. You can begin to use hypnosis, the secret weapon of the rich and famous, by learning to do self-hypnosis, listening to a hypnosis guided meditation. But for best result, I recommend you work with a professionally trained, certified hypnotherapist. Let me share a client testimonial. Gina said, after all hypnotherapy sessions, I feel more peaceful. I sleep better and my fears are disappearing. It's easier for me to go about my daily routine now without old fear stories and patterns showing up to slow me down. In closing, hypnosis in the past was the secret weapon of the rich and famous. It is now available to you in person or through Skype or phone. If you are ready to take the next step toward more happiness and success, please visit my website, www.empowermindwellness.com, www.empowermindwellness.com. Thank you for watching. I look forward to meeting you in person and see you in another video.